Alright, gamers, welcome back. Star Wars The Old Republic, episode 12. We are back. Let's jump in, shall we? Still on, Drummond Kaas. That's what the planet's called. Drummond Kaas. Still helping Zash retrieve the artifact that she was trying to get from Darth Scotia. Last time we had kind of infiltrated the Revanite cult, the cult of Revan, became a member and kind of learned some of their inner workings. I think we still have a few more things to do with the cult of Revan, and then we'll continue on with our MSQ. So I'm going to take the quick travel teleporter to the Revanite compound. We'll teleport out here real quick. We also did a flashpoint, a veteran flashpoint last time we played, and that was like 20 or 30 minutes of our session, so I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, why did it take me so long to do the Revanite compound? But it was more so that flashpoint that we did, I think. So we need to find Morun. This seems to be their camp.
So, you have come. You who would join the Order of Revan. I am Morun Dokas, Lord of Beasts. I am Revanite, and I am Sith. What do you say to me?
Congratulations. What do you want from me?
What do you expect me to say? I'm very impressed.
I do not need your praise, Initiate. For decades I have served the Master. He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the Force. Against the Empire's traditions he trained me. This is the way of Revan, to teach all species the path to power.
I see. A rebel, eh?
Your master is brave to defy tradition that way. Brave or a fool.
He is not a fool. Now you will answer a question. And you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all seekers?
It was just. He was merciful. It gave him an edge. I'm gonna go with it gave him an edge. Again, this character, I'm, leaning more towards full-on Sith dark side, being a dick, arrogant, believes in himself, his power, mocks others, belittles other things that he doesn't understand. So, typical arrogant Sith, right?
Revan knew that servants are more useful when they're powerful.
You answer well. You answer wisely. You speak like a true Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Nice. Fine. I'll do it.
The sooner we get this done, the better.
Seek the mercenary called Seta Far as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Seta Far. She seems to be... How do we get here? So I need to go down this path and take this optional path here. Okay. Yeah, again, I've talked about this in one of the other episodes for Star Wars The Old Republic that we recorded. I actually really like the map in this game and how it's done. The fact that it goes translucent when you're moving so you can see through it is really nice. The mini-map is very well done as far as how much you can zoom in and out. I really like the distance that they give you. The big map lets you zoom out and see the whole overworld map, or you can look at where exactly you are, and then every entrance to another area is a place that you can click on. It'll take you in there and you can see the layout that way. So it's so nice in my opinion. But the magnifying glass I really like too. It helps figure out where I need to go, even for an old bat like myself. Captain Jilg. This is an optional side quest, but since I'm here, I'll see what he has to say. Garvin.
Your money's always good here. Come again.
Captain Gielg.
I used to be respected, you know. My word carried weight. One tiny mistake and suddenly no one trusts me. My troops were acting strangely, plotting something. Obviously they were traitors. All the warning signs were there.
The smart move was to kill them all. How could I know they were planning a surprise party for my promotion?
These things happen.
I'm sure it was an honest mistake.
My men did a good job of keeping me in the dark.
Too good, the blasted idiots. You have to listen to me. This time, I'm not being paranoid. This time, I've identified a major threat to Imperial security. There are Kubaz spies all over the jungle, and they're invisible. You can only see them when lightning flashes disrupt their stealth technology.
Stealth technology.
How can these alleged Kubaz make themselves invisible?
They must have powerful stealth field generators.
If not for the electrical discharges in the atmosphere,
I'd never have noticed them. The Empire's enemies are up to something.
the Kubaz are here assessing our strengths and weaknesses for them. I just know it.
Scour the jungle, watch the lightning flashes, and
Strike when you see a Kubaz. Kill the snouted scum and bring me proof.
Interesting quest. Retrieve a Kubaz holocommunicator. So apparently we have to wait for lightning to strike in the zone. The quest says anywhere in here, really, so... Oh. I saw some lightning. These are the Kubaz. None of these pathetic Sith compare to Tula Code. So I think I'm looking for a specific type of Kubaz. Oh wait. There they are. Alright, that was easy. Let's head back to Gielg. See crew skills trainer. I need to go learn about crew skills. We're not gonna finish this bonus, I think. I just don't have the patience to turn around and go kill 6 more Kubaz spotters. We're already very over leveled for Drummond cause, so I just need to get on with the MSQ.
Aha! A holocommunicator with Kubaz markings on it. This will shut up those fools calling me paranoid. With this, I'll finally prove there are spies all around us. My superiors can't ignore this kind of evidence. You've done a great service for both me and the Empire, my friend. Take this, and my thanks.
Nice. 1,700 credits, 12,000 experience, 200 influence with Chem. And can we talk about how cool these guys look? What the hell are they, bro? I want to play as whatever race they are. Holy. Alright, let's go talk to Setafar so we can finish up the Revanite chain and continue on with our MSQ. You must be Setafar. Get me out of combat.
Talking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
Is it safe to talk?
Should we be discussing this in public?
My people won't talk, and I've swept the area for bugs. We'll discuss it now. Centuries ago, my clan fought Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over Malchor 5, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
That's stupid.
You're weak and a fool.
I'm bound by blood and honor. That's the Mandalorian way. I serve the Order to ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten. Revan was a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
Defeat our foes.
I can fight. I'll battle the Order's enemies wherever there's need.
Good. But I need proof of that. I sent out a squad of clansmen to hunt the local wildlife. Their camp's nearby. Defeat them, or get yourself killed. And don't worry. Talking here will make sure they know you're coming.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, defeat 10 Mandalorians. I need to join a guild at some point. You get bonus experience, it seems, from being in high-level guilds. But I'm waiting to find a guild that, this might seem like ridiculous, but I'm waiting for a guild that has like a cool name that sticks out to me. I don't like being in, like, the name and a tabard and like an icon matter a lot to a player like me in joining a guild. Especially in a game like this where I'm playing it more casually and it's more for my own experience. The social aspect is kind of extra. Like, any social interaction and players that I meet is bonus, but if I played this completely alone and didn't talk to a single player, I'd be okay with it, right? But it is still an MMO and it's cool to have other players to do things with, dungeons, raids, that kind of stuff, if we were to get into it. But there's still a lot of benefits of just having a guild, it seems, outside of like having to talk and interact with players. But for me, since I am more of a solo player in a game like this and other MMOs outside of the few that I've done end-game content very seriously in, to me, like, a name and a tabard and stuff like that matters a lot, because that's the main thing that I'm like seeing and joining for. You gotta have a good name that's not cringe or too zoomer and like, or too Twitch chatty. Like, I could never join like OnlyFans. Like no disrespect to that whole group that did the hardcore WoW thing, but the name is just a little cringe to me, and I'm the king of cringe, so it's like things along that nature. I just I'd rather stay on my own until I find a good fit for me, is what I should say.
Revan earned the respect of my grandfathers and grandmothers by defeating them in battle. Now you've earned mine. You're not Revan. Not yet, at least. But you're something. You've got my approval to join the Order.
You scum.
I'd rather have your blood.
Finish your initiation first. Until then,
I think
you're
we're
no
flirting.
Red Knight, and you don't have the right to challenge us. You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the compound. Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
Hardly worthy of me.
This is beneath me, but I'll do it.
Glory to Mandalore, and glory to our master.
I would be interested in making a Mandalorian bounty hunter in the future and kind of playing through that story and that lore, because of what she said about the Mandalorian and how they kind of live and die by honor. It's pretty cool. I'd love to learn more about that and how that would like bleed into other stories, movies, books, comics in the Star Wars universe. I'm very, very much like surface level lore depth when it comes to Star Wars, but I love learning more and that's kind of what I'm hoping to do with taking on all of the Star Wars games that we're going to be taking on over the coming months / years, however long it takes, right? But
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I'm Major Pathel, at your service. It's always wonderful to meet new initiates.
Saw the spire going on, Remy.
Needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
let's get to
Don't
it.
waste my time. I'm here about initiation.
Of course, we both have business outside the Revenites to get back to. I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? Quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become Morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
You don't approve? I'm not like that. None of your business.
My reasons for joining are my own.
Fair enough. If you've got this far, you've at least shown dedication. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revenites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revenite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
The Dark Council seeks to root us out, so how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusation of heresy? So the Empire thinks we're planning a coup. How do we show them we're not? We fight, guile, basically resilience, or we prove that we're correct. I think Revan would say we prove that we're correct, but I would say we fight.
We respond by destroying our foes. Any who speak against us will fall.
I was afraid you might say that. Alas, I'm a patriot, and I'm not interested in turning the Revenites against the Empire. This is Major Pathel to all security droids. We have a threat on the wall. Please eliminate. There. If you survive that, perhaps I'll reconsider my decision.
We got an attack coming. Look alive, boys. Is that all you got, Pathel?
Well, I have to say, I didn't think you were capable of so much destruction. You've got some rough edges and some misconceptions, but also potential to be of real value to the Order.
Don't cause me problems.
If you betray me, you die.
Noted. That's all I needed to make my
I actually
point.
really
I'm
like
going to send
playing
a
this
message to the
character.
compound. Roman will be waiting for you.
Finally.
Then I'm done with the likes of you.
So you are, for now.
At the start, being a slave, we were kind of, testing the waters on, what was it, Coruscant? Is that where we started? Once we got our master, we were a little subservient at first, but we're starting to grow into our power and grow into our ego too, it seems. We're becoming brash, arrogant, rude. We were never nice, but... And I gotta be honest, man. It's fun to play a character like this, where you're just a dick to, 90% of the NPCs. Every now and then, we say a few things that are you show me some respect, I'll show you some respect, or whatever, but... Head back to Raymond. We've got 2 unread messages in our mailbox that we need to get to at some point. I really want to get over here to the Dark Temple and continue on with the MSQ, though. Like I said, we're kind of getting over-leveled for where we are. We're 10 levels over the level cap for this zone, which is why we're being shifted back down to level 17. But I'm just having a good time, doing the quests, doing the flashpoints in this zone. Raymond.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
And what's your leader?
I'm only interested in meeting the Master.
You're on your way. Take pride in that. You did good in this trial. Now you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
I'm done here.
If that's right, I have no more need for you.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
Speak to Dazoun. I think that's how you say his name. Dazoun.
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one, but you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
What a pain.
That certainly took long enough.
This won't be a waste. This time you're ready. The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
I earn this.
At last. The respect I deserve.
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He will be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
1,700 credits, 12,000 experience, 1,500 influence with Kem. He's liking what we're saying. We're being a dick, and Kem loves it. What can I say? Kem eats it up. We need to talk to... Oh. We just meditate at this holo terminal? Revan?
You who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now.
That's a fake. That ain't the real Revan.
Power and wisdom to my followers. Look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
What's going on?
What's this all about? I don't understand.
This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
This is a letdown.
All that to meet up with you. I'm hardly impressed.
If I wanted you to be impressed, I would never have come to meet you. I apologize for the deception, and for not meeting you sooner. But you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
What's the purpose of it all?
Why did you found the Order in the first place?
I
Shut up, Kem, I'm
upon the
talking.
mysteries of Revan on Korriban when I became Sith.
Korriban.
That started
I think I said
me down a
Coruscant.
terrible path. Revan came to Drummond Cass after being reborn. Some believe Revan died at the hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our Order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
But that's crazy.
You're completely mad, aren't you?
Could a madwoman have achieved so much power? Believe in me. Believe in the path of Revan. I have heard whispers in the Citadel. For decades, the Emperor has been in seclusion. The Dark Council no longer speaks with him. The only explanation is this. The Dark Council betrayed their leader and locked Emperor Revan away, seizing power for themselves. They seek to silence us because we know.
This is absurd.
I think I've heard enough conspiracy theories.
It's difficult, I know, to think that our great Emperor suffers, but I would ask you for your help. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
Darth Charnas. I might tell him the truth.
What makes you think I won't betray you instead?
You're one of us now. I put my trust in you, Revanite. I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. When this is done, though, when you've spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
Fine by me.
Somehow, I'm not terribly disappointed.
Sandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
All right. Well, turns out she's actually the master and the leader behind this cult. She sounds crazy, but it also might be true. Imagine if Revan was actually the emperor for 3 generations back at this point in history. With how many plot twists there was behind Revan in KOTOR, and I don't want to say anything other than that. I mean, you never know, but I hope in the future that I can figure out how to get KOTOR and KOTOR 2 to actually pick up on OBS and record properly and not have all the issues that I had. Because again, we were going to start with KOTOR and KOTOR 2 and then come to Star Wars The Old Republic. But it was giving me so many issues and I could not figure it out. So it's going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to work on, and then in the future when I get it working, we'll start there. But again, SWTOR and KOTOR/KOTOR 2 all take place around the same timeline of like old lore and old world history of Star Wars. The Old Republic, right? I think this is like 40,000-50,000 plus years in the past.
Only as intended.
From when we get the
Be well.
first trilogy, 4, 5, 6. I actually think it's about the same time from 1, 2, and 3, of course, but we don't need to take those. We need to talk to Sandor.
A clever slave turned master. You return from having your ears filled with lies by the Revanites. I do not envy you the experience. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
I met her.
She's a Sith Lord, dark-skinned, with black hair and tattoos.
I know her. I know her, yes! Tari Darkspanner. My master knows
Tari
her.
Darkspanner.
He will use her. The Dark Council will strip her of her power, her mind, and her life.
She deserves worse.
Whatever you can do to her and her people, it isn't enough.
Likely
we're
true,
so evil.
But I'm sure the punishment will suffice. I promised you a reward in the name of Darth Charnas, so you shall have it. You have served the Empire well. Thanks to you, we have the means to obliterate this society of heretics. The name of Revan will be spoken on Drummond Cast no more.
The outcome was inevitable.
All history is eventually devoured by darkness.
You speak truly. Leave me now. It is time to put Darth Charnas' plans into action.
Nice. Big quest here. 1,500 credits, 5,000 experience. Not much experience for that, but 100 dark side points. That's nice. And then 650 influence with Kim. We also get a complimentary major experience boost. Increases all experience gained by 25% for 3 hours. Wow. And then we also get a Cass Battler headgear. I think that's the end of the Revanite quest chain, which is really nice. That was fun. That was really cool to learn about the Cult of Revan and yeah, just kind of get that experience and then sell them out. Deliciously evil. So we can go to the Cass City expansion travel point over here, and then from here we'll ride our own speeder all the way over to the Dark Temple. We have enough time where I think I can go in here and take this out and continue on with our MSQ. We'll get this done. Okay. Unauthorized transmission part 1. I'm gonna hold off for that. I just want to go ahead and get that MSQ going. So actually, let's make sure I interact with this. It was saying that I didn't have it unlocked, or well, I can't fast travel right now, obviously, because we just used it. It's on a 6-minute cooldown, but okay, so we go out over here. Aru Jamunja. This is a heroic area, Dark Temple. There's no way I can catch a ride over to the Dark Temple, right? I mean, this guy's running, so. Damn.
Teufel Atraus.
Nice job, Kim. Malfell, we have another quest here, Major Swain Lothar. And another heroic quest, Friends of Old. Alright, we got a few things to do over here.
Over the last 3 days, a series of transmissions left Drummond Cast and were received by ships orbiting a nearby asteroid. These transmissions contained safe landing coordinates for the planet's surface and security codes to bypass the orbital defenses.
Then we should move.
We can't waste any more time.
Just so. Several hours ago, small shuttles built to avoid sensor detection began to land and deliver troops to the planet's surface. These troops are brutal alien mercenaries of the exiled Lord Titonus. Students of Sith politics will remember she was the rebel who declared her own kingdom on Begarin.
Let's kill them all.
There's a very simple solution to this problem. Lots of blood.
It seems a foregone conclusion. Lord Titonus has judged her timing perfectly. With so many of our forces off-planet, it is possible she could take Kars City if she lands her entire mercenary army. We must stop her shuttles from landing and beat back her forces. I've thrown every resource I have down there already. Now it's up to you.
What is this they're asking for in chat? Looking for member, I think WB is world boss, the first? What is this? Capital punishment? Where is that? So are these what they're talking about? Hard target. I don't think so. I'm actually going to run back over here and pick up that quest. I don't know what the first is. Or I would probably go do it, but if I get a quest for it in the future, of course, we'll do it. I'm not going to be able to get across this bridge scot-free. Aro Jamunja. I'm gonna loot these guys on the way back, because I have a feeling that quest is gonna send me back out here anyways. $333, one of my lucky numbers, let's go. Ladies love angelic numbers. What is it? Interrupted. Captain Isin, or Isen.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
Damn it, this would never have happened on my watch. Ah, my lord, it's good to see that the Sith haven't let things slide. Not like the rest of this circus of an empire. First, it's slave rebellions in the jungle. Then this. We wouldn't have allowed these kinds of things 30 years ago.
Explain.
What's the problem, officer?
I was sent to this construction site
I like the way this guy
investigate
talks.
unusual behavior among the droids. I wasn't here long when one of the units attacked me. I barely escaped with my life. But worse than that, I found this transmitter on the droid.
What's the issue? That doesn't sound good.
What's so bad about finding a transmitter?
These are not Imperial-issued transmitters. They're being used to control the droids and receive data from them in return. I warned my superiors what would happen if they continued to be lax about this planet's security. Someone, an independent interest, a rogue Sith Lord, is using these droids to broadcast Cast City's schematics to an off-planet location.
Someone's going to pay.
When I find whoever is behind this, they will learn what becomes of those who cross the Sith.
I hope you do. But with all respect, I think it's important that we stop the outgoing flow of information first. We need to get those transmitters. If we can remove enough of them from the droids, it'll make the data they're sending unintelligible. The sooner we get those transmitters out, the better. This information can't end up in the hands of our enemies.
Kind of want to see what this world boss is about for... Let's see if I can maybe get a spot in there. I'll just say X world boss like everyone else if I get an invite. Cool. If not... Oh. Let's see. Are these people in this zone? It seems like... Yeah, most people are in... Well, one guy's in Cast City. I guess the world boss is maybe down here. Someone said they can summon, so I'm hoping we can get summoned, but I wonder if it's like WoW where I can't complete quests if I'm in a raid group. So yeah, I lose Chem, so that kind of sucks. No, it looks like you can still complete quests. That's nice. Oh, I can't go. You're ineligible for Mickey's offer of flagship transportation due to not having your unlocked personal starship. So, I'm just going to go ahead and dip out of here then. Give that spot to someone else that can go to the world boss. And just continue on with my questing. We tried, but we'll see him another time, I'm sure. I don't even think it's on this planet, so I don't really want to leave Drummond Koss until we finish the story arc here. Got two of them right there. Nice. That's 5 right there. Go back to Icene.
Back already? And you have the transmitters?
No need to be startled.
Don't act too surprised. I think you had no faith in me.
You're right. I owe you thanks. If you'll give me a moment, I'll upload the data to High Command and we'll see what's what.
Yeah, let's see what's what.
This is worse than I ever would have imagined. Lord Grathan's behind this. He has to be.
Fill me in.
Could you try to explain things from the beginning?
He's covered his tracks well. We won't be able to prove it, but Lord Grathan has been sending security codes and planetary readouts off-world.
It all goes back to
Everything
Grathan.
an invading army would need. Major Shellister is already en route to the probable invasion site with every soldier he can find. They'll meet you just across the bridge. Hurry.
Right. 1,700 credits, 12,000 experience. Now we're going just across the bridge where we were. Whoops. Camera did that thing again. Nice. Just try and sneak past most of this stuff. Any new titles? Did we get a title for... Yep, I was going to say finishing the Revanite chain. We became Balumbra the Revanite, Imperial Scholar, the Unmasked, the Merciless, Apprentice. I think we're going to stick with the Merciless for now.
Major Shellister.
We're back.
Captain Eisen asked me to come by. He was under the impression we were being invaded.
See, that's why we don't skip
Captain
quests.
Eisen was right. Paranoia paid off.
1,300 credits, 5,000 experience. And then that gives us the chain into the quest that we're doing now. So yeah, that's why we shouldn't skip quests when we run past them like that, because they lead into other areas and other quests and other things, so... There's one in this camp too. Let's go talk to Major Swain Lothar.
Can you sense it, my lord? Something out there? I wish it were in my head, but I know it's real. Please excuse me. It's these long nights, excavating relics near the Dark Temple. I'm Major Swain Lothar, Imperial Reclamation Service. My team uncovered several significant artifacts at a nearby dig. That's when things started going wrong.
Stop trembling, worm.
That's not fear I smell, is it?
I lead dig teams. That's all I'm trained for. First, it was strange noises from the temple, then figures lurking nearby. My team didn't like it, but I told them to push on. Now they're days overdue, and I owe a report to Lord Duan. But I can't go out there. I need someone to find them, make sure the artifacts make it.
My backbone's the strongest.
I don't have a weak stomach.
Wish I could say the same for myself. My team's still in those caves. Whatever's happened, please bring those relics to Lord Duan. He's overseeing a small camp by the Dark Temple.
Right. So let's head over here first, get the thermal detonators. This is one of the daily heroic quests. I'm actually going to abandon this just because we've done it so many times and I don't need more gear from those boxes. I've got a full set of the Forest Lord's gear. I mean, I could go for new robes, but again, I'm not super stressed about it. See, this sounds like a kind of a cool name, the Dark Sanctuary. There's 15% XP bonus. If new players are welcome, I am pretty new and looking for a home. Would love to join. See if we can get ourselves into a guild here.
John.
Huh? We use Discord to manage our guild events, so It's just one of those things I'm gonna have to join a Discord. I can join Discord for sure. I guess in a game that probably doesn't have a good calendar system, it's easier to manage all that stuff through Discord, so having like your raid events and all that stuff. The artifacts are clearly missing and look to have been violently
Only a
removed.
moment to rest. Those things from the Dark Temple are attacking again. Jez thinks they're drawn to the artifacts. I bet he's right. They went berserk the second we packed everything up to leave. It's time to make a stand. If those crazies want our relics, they'll have to kill us first.
So, I mean, looks like they stood on business and died for it. Okay, I'll join in just a second. Just finishing up some other business at the moment. So he sent me the Discord link. I'll get into that on my own time, but... And then I'm assuming maybe he'll send me a guild invite, but if not, there's other guilds. Sure, no problem. I'll mail you the info in-game as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Send a little heart. You know, I've done recruiting for guilds. It's not easy. It takes a patient person, and it's a decent bit of work. It's a never-ending job, so I like to be kind to people when I'm like asking to join a guild if I'm on the other end of that, because I know how it is. I've led guilds, and I don't ever want to do it again in the future because it's a lot of work. So I have appreciation for others that do it because I've done it, and I'm like, oof, yeah, it's not easy. I feel like doing something is the best way to like humble yourself and be on the other end of it, right? Like people that disrespect fast food workers, I'm like, okay, you've clearly never worked in the food industry. Like you have no idea what it's like, very clearly. Because if you did, you would never, ever talk like that. Okay, so we have quite a few quests here. This seems to be our main little outpost hub before we push into the Dark Temple. Lord Duin, Captain Physic.
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
You scare easily.
And here I thought bravery was a requirement for the Imperial military.
Maybe if you think being scared of something that kills Sith is unreasonable. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire a favor. The expeditions I sent in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower. They were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
Data?
What kind of data was it?
We were studying a recent increase in seismic activity in the area, including possible damage to the temple itself. The slaves from the expeditions were equipped with data pads to store the data they collected. Bring back those data pads. This information's vital to future construction on Dromund Kaas. It's not glamorous, but will you help?
I guess.
If I can spare the time.
I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
Yep, that's a heroic mission, and then Lord Alaric.
At last, the Dark Council has
Look at this
answered
guy.
my petitions and sent a fine young Sith to help secure the temple.
I'm here on other business.
I'm not here to secure the temple.
Of course, I've been ignored again. Stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
Not really my thing.
Saving people isn't usually what I do.
Then you have missed a great avenue for glory. The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire.
Look at this.
1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now,
something terrible has happened.
I'm not sure I understand.
Why bury the enemies of the Emperor with honor?
To appease them if they were to wake, of course. With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Calig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
Where are they now?
Are they still in there?
The ones who still live, yes. Because Lord Calig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power
That's really interesting.
Overwhelmed all inside the temple. And even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Calig himself.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yawn.
You are lucky I have no other to turn to in this dark time. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Dromund Kaas.
Then we should stop them.
Let's keep them napping.
I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
Don't worry.
There will be no survivors.
That will not stop the next group of idiots from putting us right back in this situation. The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
Right. Let's check our mail real quick. We have the unclaimed login rewards. A lot. I need to start claiming those, apparently. Strengthen allies, prototype crate. Continues the following for completing 14 days in the strength of allies. Login calendar tech. I don't know what that is. Large bag of premium gifts. Sure. 5,000 credits. 150 fleet commendations. These look like some kind of currency. Scrap assorted droid parts. These looks like some kind of currency I can spend at the Cartel Bazaar. Expansive command stims. This is a cool stim. So this just scales with your level. So for us currently we would get 58 presents out of this, but if we wait until we hit level 30 we get 80. So this is pretty cool. We get a discovery, diplomacy, and investigation. Grants any combination of crew skill missions that you can, I guess, take. Scrap Jawa junk. Seems like it's another thing that you can use as a currency. A bag of assorted rank 3 companion gifts. A bunch of garbage, it looks like. The Circa care package. A large bag of gifts. 7,000 credits. More gifts. More... some kind of boost. Crew missions. And... Elegant Chest of Loyalty. Contains the following for completing a 28-day login calendar. Conquest commendations, legendary embers, personal conquest requisition. I don't think I played for 28 days so far, guys, but that's the guild Discord. You can't fully see it, but I'll take that later. Alright, let's grab the transporter so I can warp back here another time. It's right here. And let's head back to the cantina for now. Probably wrap this one up here. Don't say shit, Kim. We're just getting a drink. Tons of stuff. I guess let's see what's in there. 150 conquest commendations, personal conquest requisition, and legendary embers. Rare reward for harvesting missions. Can be purchased for tech fragments. Grants 100k personal conquest points. Valuable material used to upgrade the power of equipment. Okay, all that seems pretty useful. The rest of this stuff we'll go through another time, I think. There's just too much of it for me to want to go through right now. It's a little overwhelming if I'm being honest, so. Alright guys, we're going to call this one here for now. Not bad, 27. We're doing pretty good as far as leveling up. I mean, we're already almost 30. We're only on the second planet. We're still getting through a lot of side quests and story. Just enjoying our time with the game. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.